Whenever I post parang interview video or yung mga discovery ko, like people think na ang galing ko mag-English. Guys, hindi. Yung mga magagaling mag-English, mapapansin ninyo, nagko-comment talaga sila dyan paminsan-minsan sasabihin yung accent ko or yung grammar ko, ganyan. However, if there's one tip that I can give, paano nga bang mas maging confident pagdating sa interview, it would probably be know your worth. When I say know your worth, kailangan alam ninyo kung ano yung service na ino-offer ninyo at kung anong problem ng negosyo nila ang matutulungan ninyo. For example, kung nag-work ka sa BPO, pagkatapos mag-apply ka as appointment setter, kung ikaw ay 5 to 8 years na nasa BPO, for sure, kayang-kaya mo nang makipagsabayan sa mga freelancers for appointment setting. Now, one other question that I'd like to answer is, paano nga ba sasabihin na ito yung alam kong rate ko, ito yung expected ko? Kasi ang kasunod na question na nito is, halimbawa, alam mo naman kung ano yung service na i-offer mo at alam mo kung ano yung rate na gusto mo, confident ka naman doon sa skill set mo, pero hindi mo alam kung paano sasabihin na ito yung rate ko. For example, sinabi nung client, ang budget ko lang kasi is $4 per hour. Eh alam mo sa sarili mo na pang $6-7 ka na. Tops na yung siguro $10 an hour, ganyan. If confident ka, alam mo kung magkano yung sisingilin mo na per hour rate at hindi yun yung kanilang ino-offer sa'yo, you can say, I appreciate the offer. I'm really excited to work with the company. However, based on my skills, experience, and market rate, I am looking to get somewhere around $8 to $10 an hour. What can we do to get there? Ganon. So, una sa lahat, when negotiating your rate, as much as possible, huwag kayo yung first person to throw a number. Alamin nyo muna kung magkano yung offer nila, and if hindi siya acceptable sa inyo, again, feel free to negotiate, but stand firm, lalo na kung alam naman ninyo kung ano yung acceptable sa inyo. One other thing that I'd like to highlight, because nakita ko dun sa comment section dun sa GMA7, is that kine-question nila bakit kaya daw, kaya nilolobol ang Pinoy, because meron nagsasabi na acceptable ang $3 per hour. Guys, hindi natin pwedeng sabihin kahit kanino kung magkano yung dapat na acceptable sa kanila. When it comes to rate as freelancers, it depends on two things. Magkano ang budget ng client, magkano acceptable sa inyo. E paano kung halimbawa ay medyo nakakaluwag-duwag yung tao? Let's say retiree ng government, hindi naman talaga sila naghahanap ng mataas na rate, they just want something to do, and acceptable na sa kanila yung $3 an hour. Another example that I want to cite would be, paano yung mga tao na hindi pa pang $10 an hour ang rate. Hindi naman natin madedeny yung fact na meron talaga mga tao na hindi pa ganun kagaling. And they wanna use it as a stepping stone. Kumbaga, I know for a fact na may mga VA agencies na ang offer is around $2 something. And again, tinatanggap yun ng iba because acceptable na sa kanila yung rate na yun for starters. Lahat naman tayo magsisimula somewhere. So we really cannot tell other people kung ano yung acceptable at hindi. Again, kung kayo ay magsisimula pa lang, alamin ninyo magkano yung current market value, ano yung service na i-offer ninyo, and hopefully you'd get to a point na talagang kaya nyo na mag-charge kahit $40, $50 an hour. Anyway, hope this helps. Comment any questions you guys have about working from home. Follow from home chicks. Bye. Nautal ako doon.